Hello, Nerdgenic Nation, and welcome to another Miss Marvel live stream. We are doing episode 3 tonight, and I am so excited. I'm happy to be doing another stream. Sad that Kenobi ended last night, but Miss Marvel right there to take the place. Even though it's released on the same day, this is actually going to be the last week. It's going to be on Thursdays, at least for Miss Marvel. We're going to be moving to Wednesdays next week. Let me know if you guys prefer the 9 or 9:30 slot. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I like having a little bit of extra time between, just having things to do, getting the kid to bed, being able to eat something in a timely manner, settling in, getting everything prepped. But if you guys like the 9 o'clock, let's roll with 9. So let me know what you guys think in the live chat or comments, or let me know on social media. Send me a smoke signal, carrier pigeon, whatever. Let me know. But thank you so much for joining me. I am your host. Where's my button? Where's my button? Oh no. Our table. I'm your host and resident superhero nerd, Aaron Waller. There it is. Thank you so much for joining me today on the stream here on the Nerdgenic YouTube channel. I talk about all things superheroes and nerdy. So far, Miss Marvel has been pretty okay. I'm not going to say it's been the best Marvel show. But there have been kind of worse. I'm having a good time with it though, so I'm hoping that that will continue. With this episode, a little bit of a twist last week, which we kind of saw coming, at least to a degree, maybe not exactly, but I felt like it was kind of on the wall. Regardless, we have some fun to look forward to. I'm hoping that this show continues to pick up, because I feel like it's been a little bit okay. Let's get into the story now. But hopefully we'll find out this week, and it's going to be a good live stream. Either way, we're going to have some fun. Make sure to let me know if you are here in the live chat, even though this was supposed to be for Kenobi. I think I'm going to continue it for some time, at least until I forget, on our other live stream, so that whenever anyone new enters the chat, you're going to get a very nice and kind
hello there
for you. So hopefully if you do join me live and you let me know, chime in, after you hit, the like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on future videos and live streams. Of course, that you at least make sure that you get greeted upon your entry when you leave a comment. And also you want to leave a comment, especially on the Miss Marvel streams, because at the very end, the very final finale episode, whatever, you want to make sure that every time you enter, every time that you watch a show or watch this show with me, you're essentially entered after you leave a comment to a drawing for a $50 gift card at the very end, at the very finale live stream, which I believe is at the July 13th question mark. So if this is 3, 4, right around July 13th should be the final episode. So somewhere around the July 13th neighborhood, you could be winning yourself a fat gift card and be able to buy whatever you want. Been wanting that extra little something? Need to have a Amazon, what is it, like the instant Prime shopping, whatever it's called, delivered to your door. There you go, $50. Groceries, pick up some toilet paper and cookies. I don't know what $50 will get you these days. I'm a horrible human being, but that's not the point. The point is that you want to have fun, engage, and have that possibility of winning a gift card just for hanging out, you don't have to do anything. Just have to hang out, watch the show with me. That's all we got to do. Kick back, relax, chat, nerd out, have fun, possibly be a winner. So you want to make sure you do all of that good stuff so you don't miss out on that opportunity. But I think without further ado, we should just go ahead and jump into it. I don't really have any predictions for this episode, so nothing to really do there, to be honest with you. But before we do jump in, let's explain very quickly how it works. So right up above me, there we go. Timing was a little bit off. It was better last night. Right up above me, there's going to be an episode time code. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to press play on my device. You're going to press play on your device. And we're going to try and stay as synced to the time code above me as possible. Now, that's going to try and keep to make sure that that's going to feel as real and authentic without me actually sitting on the couch next to you or wherever you may be watching this show from. I don't know. I'm assuming the couch. I don't want to say any other location, but let's just say it's the couch, the hypothetical couch, that we watch the show together. And when I laugh, you laugh. When I cry, you cry, and all the spectrum in between of emotions. So I think without further ado, we should go ahead and get into it. Nobody's talking, so I can't talk to myself. I mean, I do it all the time, but let's go ahead and jump into Miss Marvel episode number 3. Thank you guys again. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and pull up the episode. All right, I'm ready. Are you ready? It's going to be a marvelous time. I should make that a little audio bite. Call it a marvelous time. Or hashtag it. Either one. Okay, so are you ready? Fingers on buttons. Everybody ready to go? And we're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, wait, how long is the episode? 47 minutes. It's a fairly decent episode. Okay, let's see if it actually lasts close to that. 3, 2, 1, and press play right now. Oh, I forgot to put the timer up. I'm an idiot. And by the way, we do play the intros primarily for time purposes and keeping time. Nowhere. I forgot if we referred to these guys as damage control. Did we? Have they been established as damage control? I don't recall. Dun 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 dun. Let's go. We're continuing the peril through the intro. Not having our normal Marvel theme. This is supposed to be the Miss Marvel theme. Oh, I gotta watch Doctor Strange 2 again. It's on Disney Plus. We're not doing a watch party for that, but I just want to rewatch it again. But it's like, okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the episode. That intro felt way longer than the other ones. British Oh, it's going to be a flashback episode. Hopefully we don't spend the entire episode in flashbacks, but we'll see how that goes. Is this going to be the uncovering of the bracelet gauntlet? Is that a turtle shell? Oh, was that blue? Was that a Xandarian or Kree, whatever? Which one was blue? I don't recall. It's on a severed arm. I don't mean to sound like a ignorant person, but that was quite the reveal. Who is this lady? Like, I know that's supposed to be her grandma, but I thought it was the one in the yellow dress that was her grandma. So maybe I just misunderstood. No, it's here. I can feel it. Oh, so only one bracelet gives her... Oh, it's a 10 rings temple. Looked like a 10 ring symbol on the ground there. Wait, so that's not Aisha? Or it is Aisha? So is now the whole thing going to be like the quest for the second bangle? So that's not her grandma. Where are we? What are we? Am I lost here? So this is just a friend of her great grandmother. Oh god, is this an eternal situation? Yeah, what's the story here? Like, how did they get powers? Or immortality? Do they have some sort of secret uh Lazarus pit or something? I don't quite understand what the whole power dynamic is here. I still don't understand what the whole point of how they were able to get this ability. Am I lost? Am I the only one? Like ghosts? So, are they the only people that can see them? Am I like... Apparently this kid was supposed to play Spider-Man, or he was in a good contention to be, which I could see it. Sure, 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 sure. No problem. This is gonna be something. Oh, we got a name drop. Hey, we've got Hey Archer.
Hello there.
How are you, sir? How is it so far? I'm confused, to be quite honest with you. Don't really know what to think of it, but still early. Still haven't seen part 2. This seems to be a really tough show for a lot of people. Or can I say, yeah, whatever it is these days. I like her enthusiasm or her drive. This girl's hair is very interesting. This looks like a Law and Order episode. Like this scene. Got him. What is she watching exactly? Well, not gonna tell her now. Oh, she won! Nice. Are you not gonna react? What an excitement level. If you guys can just tame your excitement just a little bit, that would be very much appreciated. Why is this girl surprised? Wasn't that the wife of the brother? Would she not know some of this information? I like how nobody questions her constantly covering up her arm. So she's the wife and had no idea this guy had a big family? What did they call it? The Illuminatis or something like that? Oh yeah, by the way, this box that's been sitting here for like 10 hours, I just remembered it in the middle of the party. So if you want it, that's probably integral to the story. Um, there it is. So if you want to go check it out, mid-party, totally chill. No big deal. This is one of those weird, like, not confession, but like, it feels like such a weird moment, no? Like, they always seem to hit, at least in this series so far, like, all of those coming of age moments of, like, having that weird sort of passing conversation of realization or advice or whatever the case may be. It's going to drive them in a direction for who knows how long. But that, I mean, couldn't get more obvious than that. Oh, we're getting a suit. Nice. She's not going to put it on until the end of this episode, likely, and then get caught very a la Spider-Man Homecoming, or something like that, I'm sure. This guy's gonna secretly... I know it's the dad and he's very innocent, but he's gonna start realizing some things here pretty soon, I'm sure. Jumped into the episode of timestamp. Did they say this is supposed to be Jersey? Yes, it is Jersey. She's from Jersey in the comics as well. And even if you did skip all of episode 2, didn't really miss a lot. I mean, you missed some things, but like not that it's going to affect the overall story, in my opinion. The way that he talks seems very like he's hiding something. I'm sure he's just going to be the dad character, but I feel like there's something up with the dad. Is it? I almost feel like the whole gauntlet bangle situation is going to be very Double Dragon. If anybody else can pick up what I'm putting down. Somebody else, possibly the bad guy, will have the other half. Or could I? I did. Whole Double Dragon. So, what you missed in the beginning is essentially there's one bangle, but apparently, like the gauntlet things she has on her arm. This is all super fast layman's. But there's a second one that they couldn't find, apparently. So that's what was the whole Double Dragon reference. Just trying to think, like, what? Why did they know Carol Danvers so well? Who found the first one? I just saw that was in her house. Well, they did a flashback earlier that, like, her grandmother had found it with, like, a group. But now they're essentially, like, immortal, but the great-grandmother hasn't been seen in who knows how long. So, I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to mentally figure out the story of this show. Are her parents bad guys or something? I don't think so, but the way the dad was just telling that story kind of gave me that impression. They definitely seem like they're hiding something. They could just be boomer parents, but they kind of give that impression that there's something up. Inspirational story. I feel like it's taking from Stargirl. It probably is. Still nobody recognizes that she's wearing the bangle. We have to say it in English for all those non-understanding people. There is no more time. I hope they kind of get somewhere sometime soon, because I don't know where this is going. I genuinely don't. Like, yes, I guess it makes sense to make connections with these characters and for us to care, but... And I do, kind of, but, like, get to it type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Love this episode, says Russ. Welcome to the stream, sir.
Hello there.
Always a pleasure to see you. Love the episode. I'm kind of on the fence about it right now. Hopefully they'll picks it up in the next, like, 20 minutes. He's rich. By today's standards, very much. Definitely has more in his account than I do right now. At least you get to have a seat during this wedding. Just chill out. No pressure. Why is this so casual? I felt like everybody was so like tight earlier. This feels like something like some giant explosion's gonna happen behind them. Very Spider-Man 2. I like how she says it so like, lack of a better phrase, kind of like white. Akbar. So far, yes. I like the vibe of the show. I'm not sure how I feel about her villains, though. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be one of those, we're immortal, but we'll take none of this anymore, blah, blah, blah. Looks like a dope party, though. I can't not see this kid as Spider-Man now. Oh, they're gonna have their dance routine. So the Black Eyed Peas? Oh, it says Bollywood music, so it's a remix. He even got to wear the Hulk shirt. Peter! Yeah, I saw a thing that kid that's the friend in this show that plays Bruno, it was like very, very close to being Spider-Man in the MCU. So now I just can't not see it. And everything even in this character exudes that he was this close to being Peter Parker. At least for me. I don't know about you guys. Does everybody know this dance and was like in on this? This is basically just turned into a flash mob. For Tom Holland, though, he does act like Peter Parker. Yeah, I still think Tom Holland is perfect for Peter Parker and Spider-Man in the MCU. But, like, this kid, like, almost is the same. They would have gotten almost the same product, I think, with either one. But with Tom Holland's just overall enthusiasm and just general approach to everything and just likability factor, I think that's why he won out. He's essentially Static Shock's boy from the show. Yeah, pretty much. The best friend, hooking him up with gadgets and costume upgrades, so and so on. They practice beforehand. This is a thing, though. He's in a black hoodie. That means he's evil. They were so nice to me. It's Peter. He's got a Peter tingle. Oh, they're rolling. They're rolling in. It's Kamala time. Or Miss Marvel time. I don't know what her catchphrase would be at this point. Who's the adult man talking to a child? This is a teenager. This is how teenagers are portrayed these days. Do you guys think Captain Marvel will show up at some time in this series? I don't think so. I think what if they do? The only purpose of Captain Marvel showing up, in my mind, is to set up whatever role for not the Eternals. Oh my god, the Marvels, the Captain Marvel sequel that involves Kamala Khan and the other Monica Rambeau, I think. So that would be the only reason. I think there's more of a possibility to Monica Rambeau than Brie Larson showing up, but you never know. Yeah, okay. Chefs don't care. They're just immortal. They don't necessarily have superpowers. That lady's my hero. He's at least 35. She shows up, but you don't see her face. You think so? Very Superman Henry Cavill situation. I mean, if they're able to get Jeremy Renner on here, they're able to get or on Hawkeye. Obviously, he was a major part. Or to have Mark Ruffalo and She-Hulk, and potentially like Charlie Cox and a lot of other big players. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to pull that off. To bring in Brie Larson. I mean, she's not exactly the favorite of any of the Marvel characters. And I don't think it would be that difficult to pull her in. Oh, we got the Illuminantes, or I think that's what they call them. This gives me very much like the Hand vibes, but like way worse. The fight is bad. I wasn't paying attention during any of it because I knew that it would end up in a situation like this, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's obviously not a good thing, but yeah. Oh, it's Jurassic Park. They're really gonna play us like that? Really gonna play us like that? This feels very strange to me. I don't know how to feel. It went from light to semi-dark. What's flashing? Did they not turn off the fire alarm? And there was red light and everything. Where did he just get that? Was that in his jacket? Oh no, she's got a cast iron pan. I feel like this fight makes no sense. Sir? Sir with the belt. This just turned into a Jackie Chan movie. Where she's like, no, 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 I don't want to fight. And then she just, like, beats them all up, like, crazy fast. Ah, of course, the classic maneuver. Hiding under the table. Thanks, Peter. I'm just gonna keep calling him Peter. He's just... I know that's not his character. Oh, if only that were your actual powers. I don't want to fight. Tell me that wasn't like Jackie Chan, like 10 out of 10. I feel like no one is in danger in the slightest. Not even a little. This kid acting hurt is not very good, but... Oh no. Alright, this is when her actual great-grandma probably shows up. Or something. If you're cornered... Ninja great-grandma. I lied. Oh, now we're getting a flashback to the... Now she knows self-defense with the break the wrist maneuver. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's happening. I wish I could tell you. And she still manages to escape? Wow, damage control sucks at locking the place down. She just do a Spider-Man web on the door? What was the point of that? Did it just shut it harder? Oh boy. Now we have to have one of the best friends be upset because she didn't tell him. Not for me. Dang, Mom. No. Can't. I feel like that's been the motto for the past, like, 3 episodes. Just be honest with us. Just be honest. But then I tell you, honestly, and you don't like the answer. Whoa, went way off track. I'm wearing the superpower bangle thing that you told me not to wear. But now you secretly have some information that probably would have helped me the whole time. Which we're not going to find out until the next episode, probably the finale. It's a tough situation. Hey, by the way, quick thing, turn it off and on with whatever. How does she know about it? What? I have no idea. I wonder how much her parents will freak out. Probably a lot or a little. She'll be on a timeout until phase 6. Is that when the Marvels is? Is it phase 6? You literally can tell your family. Yeah, like, I think if anybody's going to potentially understand, might actually be them. I'm going to throw caution in the wind and I'm going to try and scrub ahead. It doesn't look like there's any post-credit anything. Just checking, double checking. What was that? Just the Marvel Studios logo. Just going to jump to that spot just to make sure. Yeah, we got nothing. All right, so that was the episode, ladies and gents, or whoever may be here. Whew, I'm tired. I'm tired. Wow, that was bad. I agree. I'm not a fan, to be honest with you. That had a lot of very difficult moments to swallow. Whew. Well, give me a grade out of 10. I feel like everybody who's watching this is going to be like, yeah, that was the show. Why are you reacting to this again? Because I love it. I love streaming with you guys. But anyway, big drop off from episode 1. And you didn't even watch episode 2. So lets us know how the mighty have fallen. But yeah, definitely big drop off. I definitely agree with that. Now, I'm having a tough time with this series, if I'm being quite honest with you. Let me pull up something very quickly. I want to pull up what my ratings were. Wow. Archer giving it a 6. I'm thinking. As per usual, I'm on the fence for a lot of it, but Russ is giving it a 7. Where do we want to go? I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna err on the side of caution. I'm just gonna go ahead and come out with mine. I'm not even gonna recap it. Normally I recap to think through which grade I'm gonna go with, but I'm gonna go with my gut tonight. I'm gonna go with it, and it's a 6 for me. I don't know what to say. Like, I honestly considered putting it lower, to be honest with you. I don't know if I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know if I'm just not in a silly, goofy mood that whatever this episode was on is going through, or what the case may be. But I felt like all the fights were very not interesting. I felt like there was no danger. I still feel like I have no idea what is going on in this series and what the villains are up to, what the point is. Like, they tried to give us a reason, and that the villains wanted the bangle, which we've been calling the gauntlet, because I'm terrible with calling names by their proper but terrible with calling things by their proper name. That's what I meant to say. I don't know what the whole point of that backstory is. Like, they were there when they discovered it. Maybe because they touched it, they got to be, like, immortal. But then the grandma, like, her actual great-grandma disappeared with that bracelet, apparently. But they have that bracelet. I feel like that whole section needs to be rewatched, because I need to break down what exactly is happening, because I feel like I don't know. And that's probably the most frustrating part about the show, is I just don't know how to feel about it. Like, I like the more coming of age stuff. I like sort of the freshness and the approach that they're taking to a lot of this. I like the integration of their like cultural stuff that they're trying to bring to it, and what Kamala's culture is, introducing that to people, and how it can kind of be fun / interesting, and be more than just like, I guess for lack of a better phrase, a stereotypical something. Names by their proper thing. That's what put that on a t-shirt. Like, I like that. That's all good stuff. But even like Kamala's struggles seem like I don't really care. The whole thing with the villains, I don't care. I don't understand it, and I don't know what direction it's going. Obviously, I feel like this is leading up to something where her grandma is still... Did I freeze? I don't think so. Where her grandma is still alive, or her I keep calling her grandma. I think it's her great grandma that's still alive, according to all this. I think that's what it's leading up to. Maybe she was searching for the second Bengal gauntlet thing. Maybe somebody that we know already has it. I'm trying to think if we know. I mean, the first thought could be like the collector, right? But why would the collector have a piece of jewelry from Earth that he possibly doesn't know the significance of, unless he did for whatever reason? But that leads me to believe that the second half is with somebody who has blue skin, because the hand was that they found in like the temple with like the 10 rings logo, by the way. I'm pretty sure that was the 10 rings on the ground. That it's gonna have to be like a blue character, right? Now, like, there's Yondu, and what was he was Kree, right? The guy from Guardians. What was his name? Ronan the Accuser? Ronan the Accuser was blue, and he was Kree. So it's got to do something with Kree. And I'm pretty sure, if memory serves, they name-dropped Kree in Miss Marvel. Or Captain Marvel, sorry. I'm just looking things up. Yeah, so, like, the bad guy and Jude Law's character, spoiler alert for Miss Marvel, if you haven't seen it since it's been out for 3 years, was also Kree but didn't have blue skin. So I think there are different sects, or like different factions of the Kree which have blue skin. So the only person that I can think of is Ronan the Accuser, but he shouldn't have it. I mean, I'm just typing things out. Of course, if I try and look up different things, I'm not even like talking this through, I'm just doing research. So the Kree were there. Okay, so the Kree are blue, or at least for most of them. Kree are a militaristic race of mostly blue-skinned humanoids from the planet Hala. Okay, so we're assuming it's a Kree person. Now, do we know of any Kree that could be alive or involved in something that... I'm trying to remember. Why is the only one that I can think of is Ronan the Accuser? I'm sure there's another character. It can't just be notable Kree. Here we go. So Ronan, Korath. Korath, by the way, was Desmond Hansu's character. I believe that's how you say his name. The one that was said who when asked about Star-Lord. Jan Raga, which is Jude Law. Kree ambassadors. Basically, they're just a lot of unknown Kree, right? Now, Carol Danvers is a Kree hybrid, as is Maria Rambeau, thanks to their abilities and stuff like that. But pretty much there's no main one other than Ronan that we know of that's like a villain, right? And blue skin that we know of. So it's got to be somebody we don't know. It's got to be somebody related. I mean, it's not the Frost Giants, because that's the only other blue-skinned characters I can think of that are in the MCU currently. But I don't know. I think it's the key to a lot of what's going to happen in this series will revolve around a second Bengal and the second Gauntlet. And again, I can only compare it to Double Dragon. Whoever has it must either have the abilities, have some type of foresight like the grandma just kind of mentioned, and that she had seen it too. So why is she having this vision? It's got to be something related to the great grandmother, either having the Bengal when she was born, like maybe on, and then like passing some of those abilities through to her lineage, I guess, if that makes sense. Or possibly even just she has it, or somebody we know has it. Maybe it's no big deal. Maybe it's one of those things that I'm deeply looking into that makes no sense and has no real rhyme or reason to it, and it's just a plot point that nobody's looking into but me, and I'm look like Charlie Day, like with the you gotta think about it like the map and like all the lines going across the thing. Maybe I'm doing that, but I feel like there's something to that. Could be totally wrong. I've completely ignored the chat. I'm sorry. Her grandma is wacky. Young Pressure. Hello, welcome. Sorry, I'm just now seeing your message here. Do you think Miss Marvel is a popular Marvel character? Do you think she is more powerful than Spider-Man? Miss Marvel is a popular Marvel character? I would say no. I feel like she's not well known enough. I feel like she's very much on the level of Moon Knight, and that nobody knows anything about this character, but people love... We're in like that superhero era, so if you're not giving them the superhero, and it's still a lot of like the teenage angst mixed with trying to figure out the situation, nobody's really caring about that anymore unless it's Spider-Man, because he's the one that is most associated with that. Miss Marvel, I feel like, is a good character, but not enough people know or care about her to be that invested in the show, and hence why it's come out that it's been like the lowest viewed of all the Disney Plus shows. She wasn't in anything prior. There wasn't a lot of hype around her. I mean, they completely changed the character's power set, which I think kind of hurt the show overall. And fans just want to see what they know from the comics, or that's how they get introduced. I mean, that's why I do the History of series, which you can see about Miss Marvel here on the Nerdgenic channel, where I talk about her powers, and they're drastically different from what we see here. And I feel like by not giving us the character that we know, or that majority of people know or will learn about when they look it up, they're going to go, what is this? And then kind of be turned off by it. But because it's not what you were expecting, and whether you're subverting expectations or just not meeting them, I don't really know what this show is doing. But it's got a long road uphill. I don't think she's popular enough for this yet. I think it's still kind of early for a lot of this. Maybe we're just not ready for it. I don't really know. Do you think she's more powerful than Spider-Man though? Oh no, Spider-Man is way more powerful. Whatever they're using to explain her abilities is going to be cosmic. We know that. I don't think she's on the same level as Captain Marvel to be able to say she could beat Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man's underrated in any time he uses his powers, right? Anytime we talk about Spider-Man, he's, in terms of his abilities, they're always going to sort of reference, oh, he's been pulling his punches for years. He doesn't actually hit as hard as he can. Because if he did, he'd basically like destroy anybody he punched. So I feel like they're close to the same. I feel like he's closer to Miss Marvel's abilities, minus the being able to fly and like cosmic energy blast type of thing. But I still feel like Spider-Man overall would be the stronger character of the two. Plus, it seems like Kamala's not... It's going to sound terrible. Doesn't seem that bright. Like, as a scientist, as a mathematician, as she's pointed out, she's relying on Bruno, the Peter Parker of this series, to do a lot of that legwork for her, whereas Peter Parker has to do it himself. So Peter Parker would be able to figure out a situation better than Kamala Khan and then be able to get out of it or assess it to the point where they could make the best circumstances out of it, if that was a long-winded answer from me. They should have just left her being Inhuman. I think that Marvel was so burned by the Inhumans that they don't want to even mention the name Inhumans, even though they brought back, spoiler alert, by the way, for Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, but it's on Disney Plus now, so it doesn't matter. They brought back Black Bolt. I mean, why is it such a bad thing? Like, mutants. I tried to say mutagen and mutants and Terrigen all at the same time. The Inhumans and like Terrigen Mist is so synonymous, and mutants in general, with Marvel, but they haven't been able to approach it, and then they were burned with the Inhumans, so they're kind of now, I think, timid and scared to approach it. It's kind of hard to break into it, but I think that now they've established themselves way more than learning from that travesty of a mistake of a movie that could be a TV show. Usually a TV show would lead up to a movie, but they did it backwards for whatever reason. And I think that was one of their biggest flaws. Yeah, not a good look, but yeah, they definitely need to keep a lot of those stories, because a lot of characters can get through a lot of it by that simple explanation. I mean, even the multiverse thing is a wide open door to explaining a lot of these characters' involvement within the MCU. So, it's just me. I think Spider-Man can beat Miss Marvel. I agree. Yeah, Ronan. So yeah, Ronan was the only blue Kree one that I can recall. So yeah, anyway, sorry, I got off on a tangent there. So 6 out of 10 is what I would give the episode. Okay, I hope that we get to it. It's starting to feel like Moon Knight, where I understand they want to tell a story. They have to tell the story of characters that we don't really know. I get it. It's fine. It's not as easy as it was with Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, characters that we've known and have been like the face of the franchise for the longest time. It's hard to get to know the origin of a new character, or get to, have them be involved to where people actually care. But they have to move forward. They have to involve these other characters, because obviously Captain America and Iron Man aren't staying around anymore. Thor's still around, but like I feel like he's kind of on his way out. Bruce Banner's kind of around, but he's kind of on his way out. All the original Avengers are pretty much out. So we have to have that new team. Is this the right direction? I don't know. But they're establishing a base for us to care. So far, I kind of don't. And I know that sounds terrible, but I feel like once this show gets its feet underneath it, and I hope it does, because we're now halfway through the season and I have no idea what's happening, they're going to have to pick it up. Plain and simple. They got to pick it up. But I think those are my thoughts for now. Turn off this grid. Those are my thoughts. Predictions for next week, I have none. I'm going to subvert all of my expectations. I'm going to say I expect nothing from this show, because I don't want it to disappoint me. So I think that's the best way I'm going to go about it. Is I just hope next week will be better. I'm taking the Titans mentality. Aaron, why did you stream all 13 whatever episodes of Titans season 3? I held out hope because the beginning really had me. And I'm starting to feel a little bit like that on this show. Maybe not as bad. Don't get me wrong. Not as bad as Titans, because Hey Archer will let you know. But I'm going to hold out hope that next week will be better until the finale. And that's all I can do. But I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be streaming with you guys, still having fun every single week. At least if the episode is sort of mediocre, bad, even if it's great, at least we're going to have a good time. Or at least we're going to try to every single week. Well, like I said earlier in the stream, this is actually going to be the last Thursday that this live stream is going to be happening. We're going to be moving next week, since Kenobi is sadly over, to Wednesdays. So let me know if you guys prefer more the 9 or 9:30 time slot. I can do either. 9:30 gives me a little bit more wiggle room, but I'm happy to do either one if you guys want to join. And what works better for you, I want to make sure you're here. We can all enjoy, laugh, have fun all that good stuff. So let me know. And also, you don't want to miss out, because at the very end on the finale of Miss Marvel, that live stream, as long as you're participating in the chat, you are entered for a chance to win a $50 gift card. At the very end, we'll do like a little wheel of some kind, random selection of all the people who have participated in past chats and that main final live chat, for your chance to win. So if you want to come hang out, have a chance to win a gift card, you don't want to miss out on all that good stuff. But in the meantime, you also have to follow us on social media, because that's how you're going to know when we're going live. We have awesome new videos. New video tomorrow. Saturday is going to be new history of. So excited for that. So make sure to check out all that good stuff. But yeah, I think that's it. If you want even more video content from us, though, be sure to check out these videos on screen, like this recent video game review from Russell, where he talks about Sniper Elite 5. I am not a big shooter game type of person. I used to be, but this one definitely had me intrigued after his review. So definitely check out that video, or like I mentioned, the History of playlist, which gets a new character added to it every single Saturday. You can check that out. Make sure you, like I said, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on every new episode. Go back through the catalog. There's some really interesting characters, including ones that are going to be and are currently on this show, and many others upcoming. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I've enjoyed a good time with you guys. I hope you have a great night. I'm trying to find my button here. Thank you so much for joining me. Really had a great time. I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.